and they would have no idea that there is a voice search feature for when they want to go on Google. You know what I mean? So Quint's there back when he was under 2, searching for via voice. Yeah, JB, brilliant. No idea. He'll forget to press. He'll forget to press the voice search and just be talking at it, and he'll be up to wondering why it's not working.
Just shouting at it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time of the day you're watching this, and welcome back to another episode of the 3-Star Podcast. I am one of the co-hosts, Miles, joined as always by...
Hello guys, it's Sean here. I'm sorry, I love the way that Miles can go from cracking real jokes, like right up to the second that we go live, and then he just goes so professional, and I'm left here. I think Luke's crying.
He got me when he just went... Okay, we're ready.
We're live. Luke, how you doing, mate? You okay?
All right. Yeah, man, we're good. I was literally just telling Milo there. I've not seen him since the summer or last year. Like, I've had a lucky enough opportunity to do some filming for VTS with you and some of the other guys, and I've seen Johnny doing Backstage Live back end of last year when we were able. But there's a big chunk of the team that I've not seen physically for months and months, and it's just a madness. It's got to February and it's still as it is.
It's a strange one, and everyone's just used to seeing each other in like this. No,
yeah, just e-meeting.
Nice
to e-meet you.
Nice to e-meet you.
Nice to e-meet you.
To the physical manifestation of this. What I like is, Miles, I'll just give you a bit of a brief. One of our friends has unfortunately, through lockdown, and unfortunately it's probably the case for a lot of people, lost his job for lockdown, but luckily enough, got a new job that starts today, coincidentally. And what I like is he makes me feel tall, does Luke's friend Steve. So what I look forward to, Luke, and I dare not say this to him when we were talking the other day, Luke, but they'll all see him, all of his co-workers will see him the first time dressed up and good to e-meet you and stuff like this. But when they first meet him, they're going to be in an absolute shock that he's the vertically challenged of him.
It could be the same though. Imagine if they're all thinking, "Oh, who's the tall one? Who's the small one?" They all get there and they're all 5'7" or however tall, and they're all there like, "Oh,
there's another 5'12" of you there." Then
I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, imagine that.
People they'll be walking up to you with screenshots like you.
Yeah. Crazy.
There'll be a template of a laptop that people just walk around with, and put it next to people so you can sit and remember what they look like. But
it's true though. Sorry to interrupt. It's true. I was telling Mars as well. Like, there's one of our team members, Roz, who I've never met, and look, we've got Riri coming back from paternity, and whatever they should be filling in the roles. But there's people in our team that I've never met, and normally the training team and the content team and the backstage team, such a tight-knit group. We have meetings if we can every month and that, and you get meeting these people. But yeah, it's one of these. So our mate, Steve got interviewed and starting an old job all through not face-to-face. So it's crazy, yeah.
That is going to be weird.
What I find crazy is and actually it's good that we've got you guys on at the moment, is like Luke, you had a baby during lockdown.
No, the missus did, not me.
Well, that's
sorry,
the grammar police are about.
It did.
That is, and like she's 6 months old now.
6 months yesterday. It's a half birthday, Milo. I don't know if you're better off celebrated the half year milestone, but it's a thing apparently.
Every month. I mean, every glorious month.
Yeah. So she was born in lockdown. Yeah. Well, it was kind of relaxed lockdown. I mean, it's one of the, I've said before on one of the podcasts over Christmas, we're lucky to really have it during these times, but we did have it in August where it was easing off a little bit because back in May, we were in the real grass with it.
Luke.
Sorry, did I say it? Sorry.
Come on now.
We had grammar police. We had Posey back in August. So if it was really like May time, which one of her friends did have a baby in May, you're only allowed in for an hour a day, and it would have been a nightmare. But luckily, I was there all 8 hours.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I feel for you boys, man, and I'll touch on to Miles there as well, because as I speak to Miles less and less on a personal level, but because Miles is so active on socials and like we just keep together on the groups and whatnot, I see like his daughter's really taken his DNA, like the love of Disney, and it's almost she's the most perfect daughter that you could put, I believe, Miles, from what I see. Put her in front of Disney. And have you found like, and it links in a bit of thing, because I was going to ask Luke to mention to Miles and be interested to see what you both use. Like when I've not seen Posey as much as I really should have at this stage due to the nature of lockdown and stuff. But when I did, Luke came along with a pram. I'm a dad with a pram, and poor Posey was in there asleep, as happy as anything. But she actually had a phone in the pram with her playing white noise.
Yeah, not just any phone though, was it? What phone was it?
It wasn't just any phone. It was the most flagship of flagship Galaxy Fold 2 5G. So she's rocking the Fold from an early age. Bless her. She could almost fit inside it. But I wondered whether because of lockdown and things, and you know how like tech is so advanced, is there any kind of like tech hacks for parenting that you guys have come across other than that?
Luke is bang on with the white noise. I believe it's called a dream sheep.
Yeah.
But it's basically this sheep, and that when Mila was little, when we'd put her in her bed in a room by herself, we'd put the dream sheep on. It would either play white noise, it would play music, or it would play a heartbeat, or you could get one that was like a heartbeat mixed with something else. So we used to put the heartbeat one on just so it would sound like it did when she was a baby.
In the womb, yeah.
But Miles, is it dream sheep as in the animal, or are you struggling to say dream sleep there? Have you developed a slight dream sheep?
Sheep. You know.
Sheep.
Listen, you know when you're walking down Dudley Road and you see that Dutch pot outside the shop, and you walk in there and you order yourself a mutton with brown rice large with 2 dumplings on the side. You know the mutton is an old sheep. That's what I'm going for, sure.
You could have just said the animal that goes bah, but no, I followed your example.
But now what's going to happen is some people are going to watch this and think, what the hell is mutton? And they're going to go and do some research, and they're going to try it. And then they're going to come back to me like, Miles, I tried some of this mutton. I also had some cow foot soup. It was delicious. I had some. Is it plantain? Is that how you say it? I had some.
Listen to his accent as well. The voice he puts on.
Why? Yeah, Miles. Hey, I'm going to steer this ship in another direction if I can. Well, we've all got jobs. Dream sheep. Beat that then, Luke. What else have you discovered? Because didn't you get something that to monitor the movement when Poro sleeps?
No, well, no, we've got baby alarms that's got 2 plates that if they don't detect any movement for 10 seconds, an alarm goes off. So it sounds great, you know, like I would definitely employ any parent. Miles is nodding, I'm guessing he's got the same. But when the batteries run out, because they only take batteries, you can't plug it into the main, so the batteries will like run out, and they get less sensitive. So that it has gone off a few times, a bit of a red herring. And we've been like, oh my God, Posey, what's happening? So the alarm goes off for 2 reasons. Number 1, to wake the baby up. Number 2, to wake the parents up. Each 4th time it's happened, Posey has not stirred, apart from me and Danny running in, turning on the light, and she literally wakes up like, what? Like, what's going on? So that's great. It's great in theory, but in practice, when these batteries run out, it's gone off a few times, and we thought, oh my God, what's happened? Miles, have you got a set?
We've got one, but the one that we've got plugs in. I think it's Angel Care, not something like that. So ours plugs in, and it comes with a monitor that you can turn on for a little night light, and then you turn it on for the. But listen, Luke is underselling what your heart and head goes through when you're lying in bed minding your own business, and then all of a sudden,
that's mad.
I have hit my toe. I have ran into doors.
And they're fine, and they just wake up like, "What are you doing?" Like, Where's the
Sometimes-
fire?
First time it happened,
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
First time it happened, I snatched her at the bit. I was like, hey. She's like, "Ah."
Yeah, it's a man.
Oh, man.
But the thing is, you need them. Like, it's peace of mind. Like, I would trade in the 4 times it's gone off for the countless other nights sleep.
Yeah.
Where it's been like, it's not gone off. We can go back to sleep. So that's kind of good. The white noise, worth its weight in gold. We got a little bear, and it does work. Before I used to, because I got Google Home in the bedroom and in the front room. So the first couple of nights she was downstairs in the front room, and I played white noise through the Google Home, so it's coming out. And then when she went upstairs to our room, still played it there. And now she's in her room after 6 weeks. She had a little bear, a white noise, which she put in her crib. And that's, I don't know why. I think it all, like Miles said, I think they feels like they're back in the womb, right? Because it's like echoey noise of the heartbeat of the mum, but it does work. It's crazy.
I relate it to, I heard years back that do you know when you're in a car and you fall asleep, when you're warm and it's easy to fall asleep in a car? It's because of that like ambience around you that it apparently takes you back to the room. So it makes sense, though I've not. What else, Miles? Because you're a bit further in the parenting kind of game. What other little treasures are there that Luke might be
what else
keen
have
to
I got?
snap up?
I've got a camera that sits on the crib. So even though we've got the monitor that goes off, we've just got a smart camera now. So the smart camera, I can literally say, Alexa, show me the baby room. And Alexa flicks over to my camera, and then it'll just be Mila asleep in bed. So normally when she cries or if we hear her stirring, instead of getting up, because then she hears us get up, we'll just ask Alexa to show us.
Have you not got baby monitor then? You just look at the little monitor?
No, so obviously because Emma had Jaden, she already had one before. Right. And the one she had was literally a plate under the bed that the baby sleeps on.
Yeah.
There's a monitor in the baby room that's got a night light that you switch on. And then there's another monitor that picks up the sound. But we don't use the sound part of it anymore. We literally just ask the camera. Yeah, as soon as she goes to bed, I'll just go downstairs. Alexa, show me the baby room. And then it sits on there for about 30 minutes, I think. And then it disappears. And you either leave her to it or you just ask her to get it again.
Yeah.
So the monitors are so good because you worry about them covering their face with stuff, and you've got it if they stop breathing, cool, but they might go on their front. And she's 6 months now, so she can sleep on her front, which is as well. Back when we were kids, we all slept on our front because that's what our mums and dads got told. Get them on their front because if they do throw up, then they didn't realize they had like reflexes to push them around. So we all slept on our front. Funny story, where I live in Leicestershire, the doctor who not invented, but who did enough research to find that you shouldn't put on their front because of SIDS. He's from the next village, Littleworth. A bit of a tip for you. I can't remember his name, but
SIDS?
Sudden infant death syndrome, innit, Mars?
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. So that's them being on their front because they can't like move their head. But when they get over 6 months, then they can move it left and right. But we're still not doing that with Posey. But it's just this technology which puts you at rest because what they're doing.
You say that. I'm going to ask you both in a second. What technology would you like there to be going forward with this like fathering journey that you're doing, right? The parenting journey. So what invention would be really helpful? But before I do, Luke, it amazed me. Like there was, and Rhiannon had it as well, and there was like an app that shows you like before they were born. Shows you the development of them and how big they are and stuff like that. And I just think that
it was called Wonder Weeks. Mars, did you get this? Wonder Weeks? Yeah, man. So it tells you how big they are in your tummy and in your belly and what stages they're going through. But the best thing about it, so if anybody's listening to this in stores that are expecting children, get Wonder Weeks because every week they grow and they change and they learn new things. And in turn, it sends them a little bit doolally because it's learning so much that each couple of cycles they have a really bad week. So much so that before we got this app, I remember Posey was like some devil child, and we're like, what's going on here? Like, why? Danny did a bit of research, downloaded Wonder Weeks, put in the date of birth and whatever, and it gives you a calendar with lightning bolts. That's a bad week. Like, be prepared, and it is to the day. And I think we're in a leap now. It's called. I think we've got 2 days left. But as the leap goes back to normal, she's smiley, she's happy, she's friendly. But then when she gets in that leap, my days, it's crazy. But that is technology at its finest.
That help you, Miles? That Wonder Week.
Wonder Weeks, it's called, yeah.
Wonder Weeks. We used it when Emma was pregnant. That's how I developed the nickname Little Bean because the first time she downloaded it, it said she was the size of a bean.
Yeah. And it goes to like a tiger cub and a lamb and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's crazy. But since she's come out, we've used it. And I speak to mum and dad all the time. Like I said, what do you do back in the day? And she just thought, we just thought you were a nightmare for a week and you went back to normal. But obviously we all survived, but it's nice to know you can't really adapt to it because it's going to happen, but it's nice to know, okay, she's not this devil child.
You can count down to like 3 more days to go and then we're out of the leap or whatever it is.
Yeah, the leap. It does get you that. Yeah, it does get you that. And the thing is as well with it, Miles, I don't know if you felt, I don't know who invented babies, but they go through like sleep regression. After 4 months, right, they go through sleep regression. So you've had a baby, you're getting used to it, they're sleeping a little bit, you get into a routine, and then 4 months, they go into a sleep regression where they don't sleep again. And you're just like, well, just give us a break.
Mila is currently in the middle of what feels like a 3-month-long thing now where she just wakes up anywhere between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, don't go back to sleep. We have to feed her, change her. It's the
worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is to put them back in bed with you. It's the easiest thing because they will just.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get used to it. Now. She just wakes up now. She's just like, you know what? I'm gonna go sleep with mum and dad. Let me just wake myself up real quick.
We've been stopping that recently because they do just chill after that. But yeah, she started getting up at 6 in the morning now.
That's me. You're sometimes in bed, Luke, and Poro's just there in your arms, like, and she's looking at you, and you're just like,
yeah. And then she hits you. She hits you because not that she wants to wake you up, but she just wants to just touch her, and then she smacks you in the eye and in the face. And I have to take her down at 6, and she watches Peppa Pig, which she loves. So talking about technology, like it's the one-eyed monster, as we used to get called it by my dad, the TV. But she only watches it for half an hour of a morning. The rest of the time it's on, but she's being played with. Whereas 6 in the morning, I'm like, I'm struggling here. Like, watch Peppa Pig, and she'll watch that.
What I love. That's what I love about Miles, because Miles and Mila, it looks like they both enjoy watching the stuff at exactly the same rate. And I often wonder which one's going to fall asleep.
Until recently, because she has discovered Coco Melon on YouTube, which is just basically a YouTube channel that just sings nursery rhymes. And if I was to take the camera in the living room, it's probably on right now.
Coco Melon.
And it's my own fault because working from home with Mila here, because she's not at nursery, I'm just like, I've got to do some work. So I can only afford to play with her every now and again, but I need to do work. So sometimes she's got a ball pit, she's got slides, she's got toys. Sometimes YouTube, to the point where she'll watch YouTube on the TV, and then when I finish work, I'll play with her a bit until she gets bored of me, and then she'll walk off and go get my tablet, and then she'll come back in with my tablet. And I watched her do this the other day. I unlocked my tablet. She can now, and she's not even 2 yet, she can swipe up on the tablet. She finds my entertainment folder because she knows where it is, taps entertainment, and then when she's making a decision, she hovers over Disney and YouTube, and then she'll pick the one she wants. And then once she's on there, she knows to just tap. So then she'll just start tapping things. I've put Toy Story on before, and then I've come back and I'm like, how are you on YouTube?
That's from kids mode. You need to get kids mode to block her out.
That's it, Luke. The kids mode will... go on, Luke. Do the backstage live piece. Benefits of kids mode.
Get Croco involved.
Before I ask you what of new inventions, benefits of kids mode. Go on.
Well, just like Miles has found out there, you've given the tablet, we're giving you a mobile phone, and they're watching something on YouTube. Great, but unless it's in kids mode and locked to YouTube, then they could be on your phone, they could be in your banking app, they could be buying anything on Boohoo. So in kids mode, obviously you've got a PIN. Don't tell the child the PIN, but it's a 4-digit PIN, and then that's how you come out of kids mode and get into kids mode. Also, that's how you would add in certain photos and videos. Like she might have a really nice video of her playing with Nan. You can add that into the kids mode folder, but she doesn't have access to your normal everyday gallery. Set playtime limit. So she's been a good girl throughout the day, Miles. Okay, here's an extra half hour. You can download coins and get involved in Croco and his magical friends little tower. I got lost in this, backstage live.
You do, don't you?
I got proper lost in this with me and Croco. So it's fantastic. Playtime limit, so it turn off after a certain amount of time. It's great. Yeah, it's a really good application.
So parents here at Samsung, we've got your back. Not only is technology great, but also the kids mode is a great venture. So, boys, your predictions. I will just say, just in a desperate attempt to be relevant in the conversation, and Miles, it leans on what you were saying there about Mila. Is when my eldest nephew Quinton, before he could actually speak, he used to get YouTube up, click on the search bar, but where the option where you speak, and it'll do the search for you. I forget which one it was now, but let's say, for example, it was Paw Patrol that he wanted to watch. He couldn't say Paw Patrol, so he'd say his like infant version of it, like Paw Patrol, whatever. Can't believe I've just done that, but there we go. It's done there. And he'd actually click on it, and he'd go to me, go Paw Patrol, and then I'd go Paw Patrol, and then he'd like look at me and say thanks, and then he just like the way their brains work, man. Like they know what to do. He even knew that he couldn't speak properly, so he passed it up. Amazing.
It's weird. Like I've got my dad on Facebook, so my mum and dad share a tablet now, right? And they would have no idea that there is a voice search feature for when they want to go on Google. You know what I mean? So Quint's there back when he was under 2, searching stuff via voice. Yeah, JB, brilliant. No idea. He'll forget to press the voice search and just be talking at it, and he'll be up to wondering why it's not working.
Just shouting at it.
Yeah.
So come on then, Miles. As we get close to wrapping up the show, what's the biggest problem out there in parenting that tech could solve, or what would just make your life a hell of a lot easier, man?
Oh man, it would have to be some sort of device where I like pick Mila up, put her in the machine, takes off a nappy, cleans her bum, puts a new nappy on. I pick her out and she's done. Well, literally, I could just put her in, leave her for 10 seconds, take her out, and the job's done. It's just, don't get me wrong. I change nappies. I don't care about not changing. I changed Mila's first nappy. I was really proud of
well done,
that.
Man. Yeah, good.
I do not care. Like if the nappy needs changing, I change it, because you know what's worse than getting a little mess on your fingers? Getting mess and staining the brand new baby clothes you've just brought.
Oh, we've thrown away so many. It's a madness.
The amount of frustrated throws I've seen Emma do when she's been doing the ironing. It's just it comes out the wash. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I just brought this. When it's me ironing, I look at it and I'm like, one more wash with a bit of
bird daz or whatever it is.
Bit of anti-stain on that. Put a wash on 60. Get the heat going. That's what your issue is. Washing it on 40. I know it's better for the environment, but
hey, we need to get these clothes clean. Go on, Luke. What would yours be? We've had the nappy changer, so which I think is a good show. What else have I got to speak to the innovations team for? What you after, my man?
I reckon if we're like some of our high-end TVs have got cameras in them, right? I reckon if there's something with all of our AI that they could actually teach the kid and interact with the kid, like you put them on in front of your TV, if it then could pick up, Posey's mannerisms,
movement,
to be the movements and smiles, and then the AR teacher could be like, oh, suppose we're going to learn the times tables, and it could be able to see, like with Single Take 2.0 on the S21 devices, it picks up more smiles and frowns. If it could do that on a TV, and it could know when they're getting a little bit restless and it might change the colour, because she loves green, right? Because I watch a lot of football. So whenever I put the football on, she just chills and she just relaxes because it's green and there's people running around. So if it could know that and kind of adapt to how they're feeling, that would be really useful.
Have you got your headphones in at the minute, Luke? You got your buds in, haven't you? For the sake of all the viewers and Miles and producer Johnny, Posey doesn't like green at all. This is the fact that Luke wants to watch the football or the golf later on, and he's saying that out loud so that his fiance hears him and he has secured the bag, as they would say. Guys, what a great episode there. Can the bots do the parenting? Let us know in the comments your experiences, your stories, or your advancements in tech that you'd like to see. Miles, I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Always good to see you. Luke, where can the guys see you next, mate? What's the situation with that good old Backstage Live, our sister show?
Oh yeah, Backstage Live still going Mondays and Wednesdays, extra Fridays around launch time. I'm doing some channel specific stuff for O2 at the moment, so you guys have got Chris on Backstage. But yeah, keep locked in, and we'll see you there soon.
We will do, mate. And guys, I'll let you. I'm sure there's a nappy that might need changing somewhere, so I'll let you get to that. But thanks for joining us, guys. Another episode of the Freestyle Podcast, guys, and we'll see you all soon.
See you later, guys.